Sommerville and Hilmar has played once in recent playing history. Back in 2017 here on Thorstead Field, they come back as the Bears look to take down Hilmar in a non-league matchup. We'll see more of this matchup coming up in the pregame show. It's the voice of choice, Levi Flores, alongside Danny Scott from Thorstead Field in the city of Tuolumne. The Hilmar Yellow Jackets picking up this game against the Sommerville Bears about 2 weeks into the season, as Sommerville was supposed to play their new league opponent, the Millennium Falcons, and Hilmar was supposed to play Modesto Christian, although both of those teams dropped out of their leagues. And now we have the TVL team of the Hilmar Yellow Jackets and the Motherlode League team, one of the three remaining, the Sommerville Bears.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a great game. On paper, these teams match up very well. Hilmar has a little bit of a worse record, but they also play in a tougher conference, having to go against Escalon and Sonora, who we have seen to be actually very, very good in that Trans Valley League. Obviously, we know Sonora very well, being a former MLL team. But I think this is going to be a fun game. I used to play against Hilmar when I played for Sonora, and they were always a big, tough, physical team. And this iteration seems to be a very good balance of passing and rushing. And I'm curious to see how Sommerville is going to be able to handle that passing attack. We know how good they do against a rush. But if Hilmar cannot rush the ball and they turn to that passing attack, how is Sommerville going to defend that?
We know Escalon's a really good team. We just don't know exactly where they're at right now. We haven't seen footage from them, but Hilmar actually beat them just a couple weeks ago in the final game of September, 42-17. And so Hilmar currently stands at number 3 in the TVL, where Houston is number 1, most likely going to win the division because they beat Sonora by a 1-point margin just last week. And for Hilmar, they stand at number 3, 2-2 in league play, 4-3 overall. They have 10 straight years of being in the postseason, looking to make that 11 this year. And when we go to that postseason look, back in 2017, that's when these last two teams met. It was in the D6 sac-joaquin section quarterfinals, in which Hilmar actually came here to Thorstead Field despite being in a better league, a better division. Sommerville beat them out in the rankings. So Sommerville was number 3, Hilmar was number 6. Hilmar ends up winning 47-3. Along with that, Hilmar wins the division 2 weeks later over Modesto Christian 42-13 and lost in the state finals in the first round, double overtime with a final score of 53-52. Along with that, Hilmar beat Strathmore, the team that they lost to in the state finals the next year, 49-0 to win the state title. And since then, they've never looked back. It's been playoff run after playoff run, going back to back to back, finally making it into D5 and still continuing to make the playoffs despite going up divisions.
Yeah, and Sommerville dropping down a division into D7. So Sommerville is a couple divisions below Hilmar technically, but I think both these teams match up well. Sommerville's kind of the class of D7 right now. They're kind of considered one of the favorites in the sac-joaquin section to win the D7 title, and Hilmar is a very good football team. They may not show it exactly on paper this year, but they are playing tougher competition. Like we talked about, in just their league alone, they are 2-2 with wins over Ripon Christian, who is a common opponent that Sommerville also beat. Ripon Christian lost to Hilmar by 10 and lost to Sommerville by 3. That game against Hilmar probably had a little bit more meaning, especially for Hilmar. And then they go and lose to Escalon and drop a game to Sonora, and then bounce back last week against Orostemba. And Sommerville, their one and only loss was 2 weeks ago to Calaveras, and then they bounced back in a big way last week against River Islands, and they kind of look to keep it rolling here tonight.
Sommerville Bears football is on NorCal Sports TV. Captains out on the field. We'll be back with more on the pregame show. This is NorCal Sports TV.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever. Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
About 3 minutes until kickoff on Thorstead Field. Hilmar Yellow Jackets traveling to Tuolumne for the second time in 7 years. We'll see who is able to come out on top in this matchup, non-league, but it still means a lot for both teams to take a victory as we head into the postseason in just a couple weeks.
Yeah, definitely. Sommerville is kind of rolling right now, sitting at 6-1, and Hilmar trying to stay in contention at 4-3, trying to get above 500, confirm or guarantee 500 on the season, I should say, trying to get that 5th win and sneak their way into the postseason. But definitely, Sommerville's kind of playing for playoff seeding. I would assume they're already have pretty much locked up a playoff spot at this point, and Hilmar's trying to play their way into the playoffs. They got they don't have the 2 toughest. They have 2 of the toughest teams in the TVL already knocked out, and still got to play Houston. So this is kind of an important game for them. They are probably considered the favorites as a MLL or as a TVL team coming and playing an MLL team, but Sommerville is definitely nothing to scoff at.
Thank you. Please stand now for the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose spark bright and bright stars through the perilous night over the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the blackbird singing in air, gave proof to the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, can you see that star-spangled banner yet wave over the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Since 1932, the Motherlode League has been the home of Sommerville Bears football. Football, a game where legends are made and glory is earned. But one cannot do it alone. It's not about the individual talent, it's about the spirit of unity that binds them together. Looking back at thousands of players, hundreds of games fueled by passion and determination. But whether it's past or present, it's all focused on one goal: winning. Decades in the making, growing year by year, the 7-time Motherlode League champions return to the gridiron. The Bears Quarterback Club and NorCal Sports TV presents Sommerville Bears Football. Sommerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. Got Danny Scott beside me. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. And before the kickoff, we'll go through our score predictions. I think this will be a close one, and I know Sommerville has what it takes to take down the Hilmar Yellow Jackets, but how much is it going to take? That I don't know, but I feel like this is going to be a fairly high-scoring game. It'll be 38-35 as this was up for grabs and Hilmar stays on it, they're going to get good field position to start this one.
So you're saying 38-35. I'm assuming you're going with Sommerville.
That's right.
Ah, man, this is a real tough one. On paper, both these teams are very close in the rankings, in the state of California rankings as well. They're a close matchup. I think I am going to go with the home field advantage. I want to say Sommerville gets it done. We'll go a little less scoring. I'll go 31-28, another 3-point game, but I think these defenses are both very good.
Merrick Ellard, the quarterback for the Yellow Jackets, starts out with a run, gets to the secondary. He has to fight through the Lopez brothers, including a couple of other Bears. He makes it all the way to the 34 of the Sommerville side.
Yeah, just a great quarterback run there. Kind of went up the middle, got to the outside, and an easy first down there for Hilmar. And if they're going to be running against a Sommerville defense like that, I might have to bump my score prediction up a little bit.
Ellard has the most carries on the season for the Yellow Jackets, not the most yards. Another run for Hilmar earns good yardage, get the first down, keep on pushing. Be 2 first downs, two in the first 2 plays. They're marching fairly quickly down the field.
Yeah, and that was Caden Bailey, their other very good running back, and you can correct me if I'm wrong. He's the one with the most yards on the team rushing, but Ellard and Bailey are 2 very good rushers. I believe both of them are averaging over 100 yards per contest coming into this. But I'm still waiting to see Hilmar pass the ball because I know that's a big part of their game as well.
1st and 10 from the high red zone. Ellard moving to the right. Option play, gives it out. A stiff arm, but a tackle also from Jevin Rogers. Give it a loss of 2 after the carry from Caden Bailey.
Yeah, awesome play there by Rogers to hang on to that tackle through the stiff arm. I'm assuming it looked worse than it actually was because he was kind of dropping for the tackle, but a good stiff arm there from Bailey and an even better tackle from Rogers.
Caden Bailey is the number 1 rusher for Hilmar, 539 yards on the season, averaging 107 per game. Ellard, the quarterback, 61 a game with a total of 429 yards. As we get a offsides penalty against Sommerville, that'll move Hilmar 5 yards closer and back into the field of play inside those 10 yards.
Yeah, Hilmar just running that hard count, gets Sommerville to jump, and a young defense, a lot of sophomores and juniors starting on this defense, so just some rookie mistakes.
Bailey up the middle. It's Hamilton on the tackle. The Hilmar moving this ball very well.
Little wildcat snap there, direct snap to Bailey, and he takes it up the gut for 3-4 yards and bringing up 3rd and manageable here. I would imagine this is going to be 4-down territory this early in the game.
Ellard back at the helm, rolling right, throwing, has the receiver inside the 10 to the 5, dodges a tackle in the end zone. It's number 5, Leo Nunez for the Hilmar touchdown.
And there's that passing attack that I was talking about. Their first pass of the game. Nunez makes a good play to make the defender miss and find his way into pay dirt for a quick score here early for Hilmar.
Nunez not even in the top 3 receivers for Hilmar. Sommerville may have the scouting report correct and who they are supposed to guard, but that doesn't mean you leave anyone else open just because they don't have the stat line.
Yeah, Nunez was kind of just running wide open on that one, an easy pitch and catch for 6.
Sword for the extra point, puts this one high, but it does remain through the uprights. 7-0 Hilmar. Sommerville's offense looks to answer.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com. When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
Hilmar 7, Summerville 0 after the first Yellow Jacket drive. Hilmar will boot this one down. It's high and going to drop down near the 20. That's where it's received by Lopez, and he's wrapped up after running down the field 7 yards. Summerville will have the length of the field to go.
Yeah, and Lopez has been getting accustomed to these long returns on that one. Good special teams play there by Hilmar, and they wrap up Lopez before he's able to get to that 30-yard line. Sommerville, kind of important drive right now to come out and match them. You got to at least walk away with some type of points on this drive.
It's cold, and that means that the players might have to warm up their hands a little bit. This might be why Hilmar didn't pass the ball any sooner. Need to make sure that the quarterback is ready for it as well as the receivers. Here's a pitch to Colton Cash, going to get the call on play 1 for Sommerville, and looks like he's not going to go much, maybe a yard.
Looks like they're actually going to move him back a couple yards. From this angle, it looked like he at least got back to the line of scrimmage, but it looks like they're going to call that a 1-yard loss. Good job by Hilmar setting that edge and not letting Cash get upfield on that one, because if he would have broke through that line, there was a lot of open grass with some blockers ahead.
Biggs will get call number 2, slips through 1 tackle, and it's by the shoestring as he gains 7 yards, 3 away from the first down.
Yeah, good hard-nosed run there from Biggs, and he just finds his way right up the middle and gets about 6 yards out of it.
Leveros with Biggs to his left. 4 options on the receiver realm as Leveros takes the run, earns the first. That'll keep the chains moving and Sommerville's drive alive.
And we talked about Hilmar's rushing quarterback. Well, Sommerville probably has a better one in Waylon Leveros. I got to assume he's the leading rusher for this Sommerville team, although they got a good group of rushers, but Leveros is kind of the thing that makes this engine tick, and he's a great rusher as well as a fairly decent passer for a junior.
Leveros has the same amount of rushes as Colton Cash, although he does lead in rushing touchdowns, but not close in yards. Leveros and Biggs has the most amount of rushes, and Biggs has 524 yards on the season, while Leveros is about 70 yards behind him.
Yeah, Leveros, you mentioned maybe it's a little skewed because you see him getting into the end zone so many times. You associate him with that rushing, and he does a great job, especially in these short yardage situations. He gets to the line, and he fights for those extra yards every single time.
Leveros handoff Biggs right down the middle, in Sommerville doing a fantastic job on the run game, but the secondary of Hilmar is what's stopping them. So they can get about 7-8 yards on every play if the line continues to hold up, which is going to be perfect for them, but we're not going to see the explosive runs like we have in the past.
Yeah, and that play was an awesome design. We don't have time for the replay real quick, but it was a fake pitch out and just a handoff to Biggs right up the middle, and it worked out great.
Here's Biggs again. The line doesn't hold up, although he will still push forward for about 3.
And that's something that you're going to be okay with every single rush. If you can squeak out 3-4 yards every single time, you'll get a first down in 3 plays just about every single time. So a good job at least picking up something there. It looked to be pretty clustered right in the middle, but Biggs pushes his way forward, moves the pile, and picks up 3.
Pile took a minute to get up, which will give Sommerville a little bit of extra time. Leveros went directly to the sideline, was getting the play call, and that should rest him up easily if they decide to do anything through the air, but that'll also just allow the offense to reset given that extra time. Biggs moves Leveros directly to the run game, gets a shoulder pad rip, stays on his feet, pushing with the blocker on the left side. That was Herrera, setting it for Leveros to get inside the 15-yard line.
And there's that rushing ability from Leveros, And he kind of takes a shot there at the end of the play. Seems to get up fine and jog it off, but a great rush there. Breaks a couple tackles and gets a huge gain and a first down for the Bears.
Cash on the wraparound, the give to Biggs. The very first play was Cash going from end on the end around, and that went -2 yards, and they haven't really ran it since. It's been everything up the middle, attacking the line, and Sommerville may have found the weakness of the Hilmar defense.
Yeah, they're doing a great job of rushing the ball up the middle. I'd like to see them go back to that outside rush. You got a long way on that far sideline right now. Try to get someone like Orlando Lopez or Colton Cash out in space, get some speed going to the edge, and try to sneak one in for 6.
They never started the clock on that last play, and it's still not running now. So at 6 minutes, 31 seconds, Sommerville is getting some extra time in the first quarter. It's Leveros again, wrapped up on the legs. He'll move forward. It'll be 3rd and short, but it's inside the 10. And from this point, Sommerville wants to keep that score to a minimal, or the difference to a minimal at least. So Sommerville might just push it on 4th down if it gets to this point.
Yeah, I would imagine this is going to be 4-down territory. I did say walking away, you have to come out with points on this drive, but Sommerville has done a very good methodical drive down the field, showing that they can score and move the ball in this Hilmar defense. But I would think they've got to be thinking about going for it on 4th down if they get there.
Roberson and Orlando Lopez are the receivers at the bottom. Cash and Hike are at the top. Leveros will just run it instead inside the 5, takes a huge hit, gains the first down, and now Sommerville knocking out the door with 1st and goal.
Yeah, he kind of got his feet taken out from under him and then hit up top. If that was a block, that would be illegal, but Leveros already taking a couple shots here on this drive. Hopefully he's still feeling good, but you can see the feet get taken out and then someone hits him up top. But bringing up 1st and goal here.
It's Biggs. Leveros following right behind into the end zone. Touchdown, Sommerville. Bryce Leveros with his 12th rushing touchdown of the year. Looking to knot up this non-league matchup between the huge TVL player in Hilmar.
Yeah, I love that play design right there. You just see Biggs kind of lead the way as a lead blocker, and then you have a great rusher in Bryce Leveros, and goes almost untouched into the end zone. An easy 6 points there from Sommerville, and a PAT attempt to try to tie it up.
Benitez, 41 for 41 on the season. On extra points, will easily put this into the snack shack. 7-7 is the score into Tuolumne.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
Sommerville answers the Hilmar touchdown, 7-7 in Tuolumne, first quarter, 5:19 to go. Benitez had a little onside kick to start the game. This time he'll put it back towards the black turf, caught inside the 5, and here is the return for the Yellow Jackets, up the middle with room to go before the takedown at the 31.
It kind of looked like Benitez was getting into a little scuffle over there. One of the Hilmar players kind of went after him. I don't think we'll be able to see it on replay, but I look over and star kicker Bryson Benitez is laying on the turf.
Hilmar in drive 2 will be a sack for number 71, Isaiah Renteria. Going to play action and nothing happening for Merrick Ellard. Loss of 2.
Yeah, I'm not even entirely sure. That seemed to be a read option from what I could tell on that. Either way, he was pulling the ball on that one, and Renteria just kind of blew that play up. A great play there from the Sommerville defense.
4 options for Ellard, rolling right with an extra blocker. Has a little bit of time. Rafferty gets a hand, not enough. Pushing to the Sommerville sideline, and there's the tackle from Owen Herrera with the late flag. I believe that'll be horse collar.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me as well. I think they're going to tag Herrera for the horse collar.
They have their names on the back of the jerseys, too. Did you see that?
I did see that.
Pretty rare for a high school team to have that, and Ellard asking for it. It came in way late. That'll push the ball 15 yards forward in favor of Hilmar, and it'll be at their own 49.
Yeah, it was a little bit tough to see, at least from our angle, with the Sommerville players in the way, but probably the correct call on that one.
Ellard, handoff. Bailey, misdirection, right to left. Herrera's in on the tackle, and it's a gain of a half yard.
And Bailey slammed to the turf. The Sommerville defense obviously not happy with what happened on the last drive by Hilmar, and they're kind of flying around and making some good plays. Looks like they're going to give him 1 yard on that one, but Sommerville defense letting Hilmar know they're not going to be pushed around by a bigger school.
Directly midfield. Ellard puts a man in motion. That's Nathan Ayala. He'll give it out to him. That was a backwards pass, too, somewhat dangerous. Looks like the ball may have come out. A lot of players diving on the ground. It'll be 3rd and 9 for Hilmar.
And Evan Roberson made a phenomenal play on that one to grab the receiver on that. I'm not sure if he's the one that wound up with the tackle, but he's the one that stopped that play dead in its tracks. He had a lot of open space on that far side.
Time ticking down to 3 minutes. Ellard to the air on 3rd and 9. Throws it on a rope, but it's dropped by the intended target, Nathan Sakira.
Sommerville definitely got away with one right there, and it looks like Hilmar is going to send out the punting unit. Sommerville will have a chance to try to grab the lead after that, but a good pass there from Ellard and just a drop by Labno.
.306 on the clock, 4th and 9. They do punt this away. Inside the 20, Lopez will let this go, and it's picked up at the 2. Now Sommerville backed up on their own end zone. Might have some trouble here, but the way they ran the ball might have no issues at all. And the clock never started again.
Yeah, having a little bit of technical difficulties with the clock, and on that punt, it was a little weird. It looked like the Hilmar player couldn't get a number on it. Slid into the end zone, but they're going to mark it down at the 2.
Beautiful sights in Tuolumne, Thorstead Field. Fantastic place to play football. When it's light out during junior varsity, you have the mountains, the hills, the distance, and then the moon comes out for varsity. Here's a run by Leveros. He escapes the 10-yard line, makes it to the 12. And still going to be short of a first down.
Yeah, a great first down run, backed up deep in your own territory. Just get the ball out, make it 2nd and short, and now your entire playbook's open with only needing a yard to go.
One receiver at the top of the screen. Lopez moves from left to right on the line. Here's Biggs with a huge run. Explosive play for Isaac Biggs past the 50, the 40, and finally taken down. Huge first down play on 2nd and 1.
A great run there from Biggs. Hits the hole, and he just goes Gets tracked down from behind by number 28, John Lopez, for the Yellow Jackets, but a massive play to flip field position. And, you know, Biggs is a fullback. We're not going to give him that top-line speed like some of these other slot receivers, but he does a great job of getting out in open space and running for as long as he could.
It wasn't but 5 minutes ago that I said Sommerville most likely won't have any explosive plays. Secondary moves out of the way for Isaac Biggs to force a huge run. And now Sommerville will move even closer after an offsides penalty against Hilmar. 1st and 5.
Yeah, it looked like Hilmar lined up in the neutral zone on that one, and 5 yards for the Bears, and they'll attack it on 1st and 5.
Isaac Biggs' longest rush of the season was 51 yards. This one pretty close to that. Little pitch pass to Colton Cash. Only earns a couple of yards. Make it 2, and looked like he tripped up before he even got the ball to begin with.
Yeah, I was going to say that play was a very interesting design, and I think Colton Cash kind of got his heel clipped before he was able to really get going, but I wouldn't be shocked to see Sommerville go back to that play at some point.
Hike is at the top of the screen in the receiver position. It'll be Leveros. He's taken down with a hard hit. Those whistles blow. You expect the players to stop, but both of these teams want to win despite it not being league. You have really nothing riding on this game besides a victory and a loss. And with some of these, the whistles are blowing. We've seen a little bit of chippiness already. You mentioned Bryson Benitez being tackled earlier on by 2 different players who wasn't even in the mix of the play. And as soon as one of those flies out from something happening a little extra, the rest of the game is going to continue to be that way.
Yeah, I think we're going to see that a lot tonight. Both of these teams have that identity of being tough teams and aren't going to get pushed around. I remember that very clearly from my playing days, playing against both these teams, and Sommerville known for trying to be one of the hard-nosed teams and tough and not going to let you push them around, and same goes with Hilmar. They're pretty stout on the offensive line, well coached, and have hard-hitting backs, and overall a very tough football team.
38 seconds to the end of the quarter. Leveros back to Biggs. Hits the line and just drops. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, the edge rusher on that. Looks like number 9, Caden Bailey, the running back as well, snuck through on the backside and was able to get Biggs by the ankles.
Sommerville can get one more playoff if they decide to take the snap, or they'll be going left to right in just a moment. But it looks like they'll wait it out till the end of the quarter. Second quarter on the way with the tie score of 7-7. You're watching Sommerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
7-7 after the end of 1. You're watching Sommerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Danny Scott beside me, our crew, Forrest Marion, Taylor Ector on the cameras. Sommerville tied it up on their first drive, looking to take the lead in their second after they forced Hilmar to punt.
Yeah, and I would imagine if not already in Benitez range, they're getting close to it. Have 2nd and long on this one. Referee's blowing this play dead, but 2nd and long. I would assume if they're able to get 4 or 5 yards out of this and get a couple more on 3rd down, this is about 4-down territory, but if you're Sommerville as well, you want to take the lead here early on.
Second quarter starts with a drive, a hit on Leveros after he handed it off. We'll watch this one closer. Leveros gives it to Biggs, and Leveros takes a shot. the officials not looking in the places where they should. A little helmet-to-helmet contact, too.
A little bit, but also a pretty good sell job there from Levros to fall to the ground. He was acting like he had the ball. He's free range to get hit in that scenario, but I do agree with you. Hands off the quarterback.
Leveros throws, and it's underthrown to Orlando Lopez. That'll stop the clock at 11 minutes, 21 seconds, and it'll be 4th and 7, my apologies, for Sommerville in field goal range.
And it looks like Benitez is going out for the field goal. Sommerville trying to take the lead. This one will be a 32-yarder. Looks like 32-yard field goal try here for Benitez. Very much well within his range.
Would be 41.
Oh, I forgot to add the 10 yards for the end zone.
Benitez, 1 yard shy of his season high. Snap, hold, kick is no good. Just right. Benitez misses the first of the season by inches to the right side of the pylon.
Yeah, and Benitez just pushed it a little bit. On these cold nights, it's definitely very tough to kick. The ball feels like a rock coming off your foot, so luckily for Sommerville, the ball goes to the 25-yard line, or the 20-yard line, since it was out of the back of the end zone, not to the spot of the kick. So almost like a punt there for Sommerville.
Hilmar starting their third drive with a short run of 2.
And both teams on their first drive go down the field, score a touchdown. Second drive, both teams get stopped. Kind of matching each other up to this point.
Ellard directly to the air, got the man for the first down. Sommerville secondary gave him space, and Ellard made him pay.
Yeah, and that's to one of his main targets, John Labno, and reels it in for a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Ellard will take the run, follows his blocker, Caden Bailey, still moving his feet, almost getting the first down. Will be a gain of 9.
Yeah, and it looked like he was going to be stopped way shorter than that, but able to sneak through and pick up 9 on that one.
Hilmar moving their offense quickly, already back up to the line for 2nd and 1. This is the time you go to the air. A little bit of movement, no whistles, no flags. Ellard's going to move out. He's going to be the first receiver on the left side with Caden Bailey in the backfield. Looks like he'll take the snap. From the Wildcat, Bailey runs it himself. Herrera and Lopez in on the tackle. So is Orlando Lopez. A huge gain on the Wildcat. The second time we've seen that tonight.
Yeah, I would imagine that's going to be kind of a go-to play there for Hilmar in short yardage situations. Don't be surprised if we keep seeing that and then see a trick play off of that on a pass, double pass down to Ellard later on in the game.
Caden Bailey has thrown 1 pass on the season, so it's not like they run it often, but here is a nice run from number 3, Tanner Westmoreland. Haven't seen much of him, but he makes good on a play.
Yeah, another one of the big targets for the Yellow Jackets, and gets the ball to the edge and gets a good first down run right there.
Ellard, the give and loss of yards. Drop him back 2 for 2nd and 12.
Yeah, it looks like Gabe Rafferty got in there and just blew that play up. Loss of 2 there for the Bears, and Sommerville bend, don't break defense right about now and trying to keep Hilmar out of 4-down territory range.
Rafferty was in the backfield faster than the offense was moving. That's what led to the loss. Ellard with Bailey to his right. 4 options in motion is Westmoreland. He'll wait till he goes all the way over, so it's trips to the top on 2nd and 12. Ellard looking back at the play and for the options. Plenty of space on the man down at the bottom, Leo Nunez, who caught the touchdown pass earlier. Ellard will just run it himself, and the play call is sniffed out by the Bear defense.
Looks like they're going to give him a yard on that one, and like I said, Sommerville in this bend, don't break defense, they gave up a couple first downs, and right now you really need to lock it down and not let Hilmar get into territory where they can go for it on 4th down.
This was around the spot that Summerville's defense stopped the Yellow Jackets last time. See if they can do it again. 4 receivers. Ellard, backfield, 3rd and 11. Scanning the field, looking for options. Finally thinks he has one. It is incomplete through 2 different receivers.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that was good defense by Sommerville or if once again they got lucky and the receiver just drops the ball on this cold night. But either way, Sommerville's going to get off the field right now. And it looks like both of them had a very good chance to reel that ball in. But nonetheless, ball hits the turf and Sommerville going to get the punt.
Officials are letting a lot of things play out. Richie Hanley looked like he had a little bit of contact before that ball got there. Sommerville catches a break on 4th and 11. Orlando Lopez is back to receive this punt. Nice hang time. He'll fair catch at the 10.
Another good stop there by the Sommerville defense. Obviously, they let up that opening drive touchdown, but since then, they've let up some yards, but forced 2 punts in the back-to-back drives. And right now, with 7.5 minutes left on the clock, a good opportunity for Sommerville to really waste some clock, try to go down, take the lead, and leave Hilmar with as little time as possible going into half.
Leveros, handoff to Biggs. And for as big of a player he is, he's not your average running back who's a little bit smaller, quick. He doesn't have that speed like you had mentioned earlier, but he does have the shiftiness. He's able to move through the holes and weave in and out, and that's what got him the large run earlier that posted over 35 yards.
Yeah, Biggs reminds me, honestly, more of a tight end type of player, but he does a good job in open space of making guys miss. He might not have that top end speed like we've mentioned, but does a great job in that running back position.
Leveros will follow him to get some extra yards, gain the first, and move the chains. Also allow the clock to run.
It's funny, in all actuality, Leveros has more of the body of a running back that we see in college football. He might be a little skinny, but we're seeing the kind of era of the larger backs in high school football. We're seeing the era of the larger backs in high school football, and you see it go all the way up to college and the NFL. You get these backs that are over 200 pounds, probably around 6 foot, and that's probably close to where Leveros is sitting at.
Isaac Biggs gets halfway to the mark to be, and a little extra. A lot of running plays from both teams. The couple of passes that we saw, whether they were complete or not, both teams have stayed away from the sidelines, which has kept the clock running. And we've been live for an hour with our pregame roll, and the first half has gone by in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, it's nice on this cold night. We might be able to get out of here a little early and get into the warmth, but nowhere else I'd rather be than here. But game is flying by. We're already through a quarter and a half.
2nd and 3. It's Orlando Lopez on the bottom side of the line. Biggs in the back with Leveros. Leveros to throw. Doesn't have the blockers. It's underthrown, but still caught by Orlando Lopez.
And a phenomenal catch there from Lopez, able to go down and get it. Leveros had a lot of pressure and gets hit as he releases it, but Lopez goes down, gets it, and picks up the first down for the Bears.
Hilmar defender trying to play it off like he caught the ball instead, but Lopez was the lone player down there in high school football. As soon as your knee or your elbow's down, then it's down. So you have no chance to rip it out if the player's on the ground. Tight formation for Sommerville. Their leading receiver, Luke Larson, is at the bottom. Cash will go on the end around. Right to left, forward pass pitch to Orlando. And Lopez is dropped after a 6-yard gain.
Yeah, Lopez, last week's player of the game, mainly for his defensive efforts, but had a great game overall on the offensive side of the ball, too. Not sure the exact rushing totals. I'm sure you got that somewhere, but had a good game. So far been quiet here tonight on both the offensive and defensive end.
Despite talking about the Lopez brothers so much, their offense isn't actually the biggest part. It is the defense, like you mentioned, how he won the player of the game last week. He only has 168 yards rushing on the season. Just shy of the first down. The chains will stay set for 3rd and inches.
And it looks like they are going to give him the first down, actually. Leveros, hard-nosed football, and I think we're going to see a lot of him here tonight. He's averaging, got to be over 5 yards a carry so far, and doing a great job of just pushing the ball down the field. On
the season, 7.5 yards per carry. When you play a defense like Hilmar, it comes a little different. Under 4 minutes left in the half. Biggs escapes the front line, almost stays up into the secondary. Tripped at the last second by Tanner Westmoreland, who's a little slow to get up.
Yeah, looks like he's limping right now, and they're going to call a medical timeout, and he's going to go back down onto the field.
Tanner Westmoreland, not only a huge factor on offense where he's the second back behind Caden Bailey, but he also leads the team in tackles with 64 on the season. And that'll be a huge loss for them, both offensively and defensively, if he's not able to come back in. 7-7, 3:52 to go. Somerville Bears football is on NorCal Sports TV. To safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with
7-7 in the city of Tuolumne. The Somerville Bears 1st and 10 from the 45, looking to take the lead before the half. It's Leveros on the run, escapes it somehow and stays up to the 36.
Yeah, Leveros sticks his hand in the dirt and stays on his feet. A great rush there from junior quarterback Bryce Leveros. Gets close to the first down, call it 9 yards, and on 2nd and 1, like we've already mentioned, whole playbook open. They can go to the pass, they can go to the run. I would imagine, because it's Somerville, they're going to go right back to the run, but whole playbook open here.
Hike is at the bottom. They do go on the run. First down. That'll stop the clock for a couple of seconds as they get the chain set.
And the two main characters we are seeing tonight is Biggs and Leveros, the two leading rushers on this Somerville offense. Haven't seen much of the outside game. Mostly everything has been runs up the middle going against this Hilmar defense.
Biggs is in front of Leveros to his right side. Orlando Lopez is to the left. They will go with Orlando Lopez trying to get a little bit more speed behind Biggs. That's what I believe, at least. You get Biggs to lead the way. You give Orlando Lopez the ball. Leveros doesn't take any more shots. And you have that quick guy that if Biggs is able to block up forward into the secondary, Orlando Lopez can take the speed from there.
Definitely. And regardless of how many yards he got, still a good gain on first down for the Bears and brings up 2nd and manageable here.
Leveros will follow behind Biggs and Cash. They push forward nicely, but the pocket collapses right behind them. It'll still be 3rd and short on the Somerville O.
Yeah, and it looks like they're going to have about 1.5 yards to go, and I would imagine this has got to be 4 down territory here for Somerville. Only a minute 40 left, trying to drain as much clock as possible. Don't give the ball back to Hilmar and find your way into the end zone. All 3 timeouts left for both teams, which may come into play.
In a similar formation we saw a moment ago with Biggs and Cash in the back. They'll block again for Leveros as the white jerseys collapse. First down.
And an easy first down run there for Bryce Leveros. Giving them a new set of downs. Minute 22 left in the game. Not in the game, in the first half, excuse me.
Rafferty goes to the sidelines. Cash and Lopez will be the tight end slots. Matthew Hike at the bottom. Two-yard gain, 2nd and 8, under a minute, and it looks like we will head to a timeout from the Sommerville sideline.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
.59 seconds to go in the half. Sommerville wants the lead going into the break. Leveros will move quickly to the end zone. Pay dirt, Gold Rush, Sommerville touchdown from Bryce Leveros.
And there is a flag down and right near the line of scrimmage. Got to assume that's going to be holding on Sommerville. That's going to bring this play back.
They're holding on the play. On your Bears. That will bring them back.
You're exactly right, Danny. Holding on the Bears 10 yards. Sommerville in not great position now.
Still plenty of time and 2 timeouts left. 54 seconds on the clock. 2nd and long now. Not ideal, but if we've learned anything from Sommerville in previous games, they're able to score pretty much any time from anywhere.
Leveros to the air. No. He'll take it himself. The 20 nearly tripped up the 10. Down inside the 5. Bryce Leveros nearly replicates what he did just moments ago.
Fantastic run there from Leveros on the quarterback draw. Takes it up the middle, gets to the outside, and almost gets into the end zone trying to stay on his feet, but bringing up 1st and goal from the 2-yard line. Looks like they're going to say he got out of bounds. No, check that. They're going to start the clock, but a great run there from Leveros. And I would imagine they're going to snap this ball with about 20 seconds left, knowing they have both timeouts left, trying to not give Hilmar the ball back.
And who do you trust more than number 3 himself?
Not many people, I will say. They got a couple guys that are very consistent rushers, but I would imagine we're going to see Leveros here again.
The snap, the run, it is Leveros, and it is short of the goal line. And we'll stop the clock at 9 seconds.
And it looks like he was stopped right at the 1-yard line. Timeout Sommerville, 9 seconds left. Definitely got at least one more go at this with that timeout, but going to have to get down quickly if you don't get into the end zone, call a timeout.
We have one more timeout for Sommerville. Hilmar, I believe, has all 3 still, as their injury timeout was not inside or close to the 2 minutes. Is that a high school rule?
I'm not sure. I don't think it is. Maybe late game, but I've never heard that being called.
Well, regardless, Hilmar still has multiple timeouts. Sommerville has one, in basically only 2 chances to find the end zone if it doesn't work here. It is Leveros and Biggs. Cash in motion. Leveros will push behind. Black turf, end zone, touchdown Leveros, touchdown Sommerville.
And another big point to mention as well is Sommerville will receive the second half kickoff. So a beautiful drive there, 7.5 minutes. Exactly, I believe they started this drive with 7:35, leaving 5 seconds left on the clock. And I'm going to imagine we're going to see a Bryson Bonita squib kick on the kickoff after his PAT attempt to try to waste as much time as possible and not give Hilmar a chance for a Hail Mary.
Benitez is good for the extra point, 14-7, 5 seconds left in the half. We'll be back for it next.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net. 5 seconds to go before the half. Sommerville, a touchdown from Bryce Leveros, puts them in the lead 14-7. Hilmar, if they decide to do anything, might have one play depending on this kick from Bryson Benitez. Pop to the 25. It looks like they might go for a return and see if they can make some magic. Throwing down at the 35 as time expires. That'll do it for us in the first half. We'll have your cheerleaders in just a couple of moments.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. jbixlerinspections.net.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
The time to get in shape is finally here.
Are you getting I know you think you touch me out.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, Social Security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service.
Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness App is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game. At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
At Deo, our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted Best Cup of Coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
The time to get in shape is finally here. The Boss Move Fitness App is here to help you accomplish your goals with a customized meal plan, day by day, with a shopping list to make sure that you're eating something nutritious and delicious to help you lose the belly fat for good. It also comes with a customized workout plan, whether you're in a gym or at home, so therefore you never ever have to question what you're doing to make sure you get in the shape that you want to be in. Get started today at GetStartedAtBossMoveFitness.com to accomplish your goals in no time.
Beautiful fall night in Tuolumne as the Sommerville Bears football team up over the Hilmar Yellow Jackets 14-7. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores, Danny Scott by me. Tuolumne City, Thorstead Field, one of the best places to play a football game. I mean, just look at the view.
Yeah, it's the moon. I'm not sure if it's a full moon tonight. I'm sure we
think it was
figured that
yesterday.
out yesterday, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is bright and illuminating. You can still kind of see the outline of the mountain from where we're sitting because of that moon, but like you mentioned earlier, during the day, you see that JV game. You get the full view of the mountains, and really anywhere up here typically has a pretty view. I know Sonora as well has that great view of the hills on the other side of the stadium, and Sommerville is definitely one of the prettier places I've played and called a game.
Sommerville 14, Hilmar 7. Hilmar scored on their first drive in just a couple of plays. Sommerville took them over 75 yards to march down the field, but eventually finding the black turf as well. Hilmar stopped on their second drive. Sommerville got it back. They were also stopped, and then eventually came down to Sommerville having the ball right before the end of the half, scored with 5 seconds left, and that's where it leads us now with 14-7, and Sommerville getting the ball back to start the second half.
Yeah, that last drive of the first half by Sommerville took over half a quarter off the clock, 7.5 minutes, drive down the length of the field, score a touchdown, don't give Hilmar an opportunity to score. And now, like you said, get the ball back right now with a chance to go up by 2 possessions. A very big drive coming up for Sommerville, and on the flip side, a very big drive for Hilmar, needing to stop Sommerville and keep this game relatively tight.
Leveros now with 13 rushing touchdowns on the season after scoring both in this game. We saw him technically score 3 touchdowns today, but due to a holding call, the second one rather, got brought back, and he did it on 2 plays later.
Yeah, and he had that big run right after the holding call, goes 35 yards, gets brought down at the 1-yard line, then gets in it on the next play. So Leveros doing the majority of the offense here for Sommerville between him and Biggs, really doing a great job. It's been a lot of runs up the middle. Curious to see what the adjustments from Hilmar are going to be. Are they going to stack that box? And will Sommerville be able to adjust and get to the outside, or is it going to be a lot more of the same?
Sommerville took the chance and went on an onside kick to start the game, and Hilmar being down by 7 might take the chance as well. But Sommerville nearly scoring on every drive. Just the one that they didn't was a missed field goal.
Yeah, and a close missed field goal at that, a 40-plus yard field goal for Benitez, and he just pushed it a bit right, but Sommerville will get the kickoff.
Caught at the 10. Lopez has some room down the sideline following his blockers. He has some more space and gets into Hilmar's side on the kickoff return.
A great return there from the sophomore, Malachi Lopez. Gets all the way into Hilmar territory. Looks like they're going to mark him at about the 40-yard line, call it the 41 in Hilmar's territory. But a great return there from Lopez. And as we talked about, him and his brother Orlando more known for their defense, but both great kick return and punt returners as well, and have done a great job of it all year.
The white hat pointing to the clock, telling the Sommerville sideline as it's their job to put the people up in the booth and get that clock running right. We've already had some issues through the first half, and you never want to see that go up or down through the game because it can help and hurt one team or the other. Biggs escapes everything down the middle, and finally a shoestring tackle from Nathan Ayala.
Yeah, it looked like Biggs was going to get stuffed on that one, able to squeak through that whole pile, get out of another tackle, and find his way to first down territory, just getting tripped up at the end there. Watch it on this replay by that back foot. Otherwise, he was going to get probably a good 10 more yards.
Leveros will give it to Biggs, and he's still pushing that middle, taking a lot of hits, but it doesn't seem to bother him. They keep going to him more often than Colton Cash and Leveros.
Yeah, and it looks like Hilmar is trying to stack up the middle. Looks like the two interior linemen are playing more A-gap so far right now. Trying to stop the middle. Look for Sommerville to maybe try to bounce one out to the outside.
Biggs moves left. Leveros gets it to him exactly like you said. Push it to the outside. Doesn't gain much, but just the lack of speed puts Biggs 2 yards past the line.
Yeah, we haven't seen many outside runs from Biggs so far this year. It's mainly been the combination of the Lopez brothers and Cash. But does a good enough job. Gets a couple yards on that play. And it looks like we have a lineman go down for Sommerville.
It looks like he's just cramping a little bit, I think.
Looks like he's grabbing at his shoulder, and that's number 76, Daniel Burciaga. Hopefully he's okay.
Grabbing at the shoulder and limping off.
Not a great combination.
Third and mid for the Sommerville offense. They'll send Matthew Hike wide out, bottom of the screen, 2 at the top, including Owen Herrera, the defensive specialist. It'll be Biggs who gets the call again, trying to push forward. He's close to the mark to gain. Leveros pointing in the direction, but no call from the officials yet. I think I see one fist count at 2 to make it 4th and inches. What's the play, Danny?
You got to go back to old trustworthy, and I would imagine we're going to see a quarterback run here from Bryce Leveros right up the gut, get first down yardage.
I think they might try to flash the defense and see if they can push one of those white jerseys across at least once.
Yeah, not a terrible call. Might see a quick hard count, but probably going to see a lead block here from Biggs. And then a Bryce Leveros run up the middle.
Back judge was counting down the time, saying that the play clock was about to expire. It doesn't matter. Leveros took the snap and earns the first red zone drive for Sommerville's offense.
Just like we talked about, trying to get the hard count. Biggs, lead block, Leveros right behind him. Easy first down there for Sommerville, and putting together a good opening drive here in the second half, trying to go up by 2 touchdowns.
3 wideouts for Leveros on 1st and 10. Leveros runs it himself, wrapped up around the shoulder pads, earning little by little.
Yeah, kind of gets spun around on that one, and I think it actually helped him a little bit, able to pick up another yard. But gain of, call it 3 on that play, bringing up 2nd and medium. As the temperature starts to drop here a little bit tonight, I would imagine both of these teams are going to rely heavily on that running game.
Here's Cash, first time since the first quarter, finds the end zone. Colton Cash for the 6-point touchdown. Sommerville leading by 2 possessions. 8th rushing touchdown of the year for number 6.
And just like we talked about, we see Hilmar start to stack the box inside, get more players inside. You get the speed on the outside, and now Hilmar doesn't know what to do.
We saw Cash get the first carry of the game. He was pushed out to the left side. Didn't work out, and they didn't go to the outside very often until starting the second half.
Yeah, and an easy touchdown there for Cash. His speed finds the edge, finds the end zone.
Benitez will put this one through. 2-possession game, 21-7.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net. 21-7, Somerville leading Hilmar, and that extra point wasn't put on the board. Danny, that went through, correct?
It looked like, if I remember correctly, the refs raised our arms up. There was a flag on that one. Not sure. Looks like they're going to tack it on to the kickoff. I think it was running into the kicker, but there's the point on the board.
Thanks to our cameraman, Forrest Marion. You can shave heads, but you can't shave points.
Interesting.
8 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third. It's Benitez to put this out from the 45-yard line. Benitez looking to the end zone. It's caught in the end zone, which means it's an automatic touchback. Hilmar will start at the 20. That was our Deo Espresso and Smoothies kickoff. Thanks to Deo for sponsoring Somerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV. Our good co-worker, but also foe at the same time, Jeremy Hurtado, has texted me twice in the last week saying, hey, I finally got the Deo. We've talked about it so much on broadcast. He got the cookie butter frappe. He got the peanut butter blast as well, both recommendations from myself. But I know just like you, he likes those Red Bull drinks as well. And I'm sure I'll be getting another text soon about it.
Yeah, I haven't been to Deo in a little bit. I need to get back there. It's been a couple weeks since I've been in. I could use one of those hot coffees right now, I'll tell you that much. It's starting to get a little chilly here tonight.
Hilmar feeling the pressure in the second half after going down by 14 points will move their offense quicker than we've seen it.
Yeah, and they're kind of running a bit of a NASCAR, going no huddle here, trying to push the pace of this game. Somerville has had these long, methodical drives. Hilmar trying to speed the game up.
Double backs, triple receivers. It's Caden Bailey. Hesitates and then finds a small hole. Crawls through it like a hobbit door.
Yeah, picks up 5 yards on that one. Looking like Isaac Biggs rushing out there. Bringing up second and medium.
Bailey gets it again. The Stripes will move the chains. Owen Herrera, Bryce Rathmill, two names we've said a lot this season, but due to the running game of Hilmar not easily able to get to the backfield, they've certainly gotten tackles, but nothing easy as Eric Mellard gets the first down and quite a bit more. There's almost every single Bear right there on the tackle.
Yeah, Ellard keeps it himself. Gain of about 15, and we've seen a couple Hilmar drives stall out about this point, trying to kind of break that seal and firing their way deeper into Bears territory, and they are in full NASCAR offense right here.
Another run by Caden Bailey. He's going to push forward very well here, and as you mentioned, they stall out in this position. We've seen it. It's consistent throughout this game, but the Sommerville defense either isn't closing those gaps or the run game is just doing a lot better in those mid-game adjustments.
Yeah, and it's definitely...
Oh, ball's loose. Mellard barely able to get back on it.
Hilmar recovers, bringing up third and a couple, but going back to my previous point that I was about to mention, when you have these NASCAR no-huddle drives trying to push the length, the defense gets tired out a lot more quickly than the offense does, and you might start to see that with Sommerville not being able to exchange players out as quickly as they would like. Hilmar really pushing the pace, giving Sommerville a couple fits on this drive.
Third and short, it's Bailey. Hit at the line, it's going to be 4th and 1, and now Hilmar has something to look at. And I'm sure that they're going to have to go for this.
Yeah, going to be an easy decision to go for this. Down by 14, halfway through this third quarter. Can they pick it up?
Allard runs it himself, runs into his own back. He might be stopped. They're going to stop him short. Sommerville's defense pulls up big at the 33-yard line, and the Bears return to offense.
And we'll see this replay right now. Like you mentioned, Allard gets kind of caught on his own back right there, and fortunately for Sommerville, kind of causes him to get a little disorientated and unable to get first down yardage.
Roberson will go out to the huddle for Sommerville as they bring Matthew Hike off. Now Sommerville, a real chance to go up by 3 possessions and almost put the game away. Never too sure when it comes to the fourth quarter. Still a lot of time, but the way both teams have been running the ball, the clock will not last. Cash taken down for a loss of 4.
And we saw that play earlier in the game, run to Orlando Lopez. This time Hilmar sniffs it out before it has a chance to get going. That little shovel pass underneath, a little Chief-esque on that play, but Hilmar does a good job of getting it shut down, bringing up second and long.
Shout out to my family watching from all over the nation again. Parents in Alabama, sister in Nevada, and my boss watching from Oakdale. Here's Leveros. Has everyone moving besides him, goes to the gut and nothing working.
And this is kind of the first drive in the entire ball game that we've seen Sommerville go nowhere. Still at -2 yards on this drive after Cash loss of 3. Leveros able to get 1 back, but third and long if you're Sommerville. Got to be able to hit something here. Get it at minimum up to around that 40-yard line to give Coach Leveros a decision here.
I thought we'd see Leveros pass a little bit more, but the last time a Sommerville quarterback played against Hilmar, they were 5 of 20 for 45 yards. And right near that 40-yard line, like you had mentioned, to the open receiver Orlando Lopez, and that decision must be made.
Yeah, looks like they're going to put him at the 39-yard line. It's like 2 yards short of the first down, and looks like they're going to keep the offense on the field and try to get this one.
Huge decision by Coach Leveros, and you don't want to use the timeouts this early, and Leveros has been known to go up to the line, and then he can take a few steps back, punt the ball over the top, but first he's going to try to get that defense to move.
Yeah, definitely going to be a hard count here.
Bottom defender Matthew Brum nearly moved. Leveros taking his time. Back judge not counting the time down yet. Now he starts. Timeout called, I believe, by Sommerville. Or a delay of game. No, they're going to take the delay of game. So 5 yards. And now Leveros will punt it away.
interesting there. I would have thought Summerville would have at least attempted that fourth down. You're not super deep in your own territory, but I guess they feel more comfortable kicking this ball away.
Only one punt return on the season for Hilmar. Great kick by Leveros. Checks up at the 22-yard line, and just like a touchback, Hilmar will have to run the field.
Yeah, a great kick there from Leveros. We haven't seen him get many in the air this year. There's been a lot more low-line drive kicks that you get that bounce out, but that ball lands at about the 25 and settles down at about the 22.
Ellard in the offset eye. Gaining the yards they need and much more, somehow escapes the pile. No jerseys in front of them. Hilmar will find the way to the end zone. The 10-5 touchdown Yellow Jackets. Oh, and there's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct taunting call against Hilmar.
And he's arguing it right now, but it looked like he was going to get stuffed for maybe a gain of 3-4 yards on that play. Instead, able to break out of it.
Oh, and he's going to wave off the flag after all.
But Hilmar strikes back, bringing the score 21-13, extra point on the way.
Jacob Sword, the junior, to bring it back to a true one possession. Bust through the line, another blocked extra point attempt, the second of the season by the Sommerville defense. 21-13, the score remains in the third.
Hello Bears fans, the Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through three functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
Hilmar with the touchdown. Sommerville blocking the extra point attempt. 21-13 is the score with less than 3.5 minutes in the third quarter. And Sommerville's defense looked like they were going to hold up, but the huge run from Caden Bailey puts Hilmar back within one possession and the 2-point conversion, of course. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Danny Scott with me as Orlando Lopez looks to return the kick as he did last time. Unfortunately, not going to get the distance.
Gets up to the 25-yard line by Lopez on that one and just trying to get the edge. One guy able to squeak through on that one and drag him down. Sommerville with the need of an answer drive right now. And I'm going to imagine they're going to try to waste as much clock as possible. This drive, I'm sure, is at least going to wind up finishing out this third quarter.
4 down for Hilmar. Leveros pitch to Colton Cash. He's wanting to replicate the play Hilmar just did a moment ago. It'll only earn him 9, but that's enough for Sommerville to make some decisions on second and short and keep that clock going.
Yeah, we'll keep mentioning it, but this definitely opens up the playbook right now. Second and short, able to go try to get a deep shot potentially, but Sommerville most likely going to stick to their ground and pound tactic that's been working so far here tonight.
Second and 1. Biggs, first down.
It's going to be interesting to see the carries in this one. Probably 90% of them so far have been to Biggs and Levros combined. We've seen a couple from Colton Cash and a couple from Orlando Lopez, but it's been the quarterback and fullback that are doing the majority of the work as we see Levros take this one.
Levros, not easy to stop. That was 4 white jerseys touching him at the same time, and he still gained 10 yards.
Yeah, hard-nosed football by the Sommerville offense. Quarterback Bryce Levros, running back Isaac Biggs doing the brunt of the work here tonight and just running the ball up the middle, getting a good amount of yards per carry, and have been going the length of the field quite a few times here tonight.
Dipped under 2 minutes now in the third quarter. Time is running out, and Sommerville knows they need to score to keep the distance. Going to get a Yellow Jacket timeout at 1:41. We'll be back after these messages from your local NorCal Sports TV sponsors.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
Yellow Jackets call the timeout, in which a close game, you think they'd want to wait until the fourth quarter to call anything, and hopefully your defense was just able to stand still. But we'll see what Sommerville does on 1st and 10 and what Hilmar wanted to talk about. Looks like it'll work out in the Sommerville favor with Alevros first down and more dragged out of bounds on the Bears sideline. Coaches wanting the late hit call as he was thrown down to the ground, not necessarily because he was being taken down, but it was the throw.
Yeah, and no matter what that timeout was for, I can tell you it was not for that play right there. Hilmar probably talking about how they're just gashing him up the middle, trying to make a couple of quick adjustments. And Sommerville, not necessarily an outside run, but more outside than they've been doing all night. Levros able to find the edge and get good first down yardage.
Leveros in back-to-back runs. Mummified as he's wrapped up after a 2-yard gain.
Once again, Sommerville doing a fantastic job of wasting clock on this play. Up by that 8 points. Still a one-possession game technically, but Sommerville trying to waste a whole bunch of time and find the end zone, trying to not allow Hilmar to get many more opportunities.
Cash in motion. He'll follow the blocking of Biggs. She doesn't block the right person. He left a hole open, but in the backfield was Caleb Amaya, who stopped Sommerville from gaining any yards.
Yeah, and it looked like Orlando Lopez missed a block on that outside that allowed that defender to get in, but that was an all-out blitz by Hilmar. You saw so many guys rushing that. Looked 7 or 8 of them trying to get into the backfield, trying to get Cash on the outside, unable to get away from the defender. With only 25 seconds, that'll probably do it for this third quarter.
I think they need to run one more play. It'll be close. Yeah, he's already counting down the play clock, so this will be the final play in the third quarter. It's number 3 for 5 yards. 4th and mid when we come back for the start of the fourth. Sommerville Bears up by 8. To safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net.
At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
21-13 for the final 12 minutes. I'm the voice of choice, Levi Flores. Danny Scott to my left side. Not like it matters to you. You're hearing us from both angles. But Danny Scott, thanks for being here. 4th and 5 for Summerville. Bryson Benitez is out there for the field goal. He missed one earlier from slightly longer distance, but now we'll try to hit one from 45. Or my apologies, slightly shorter distance.
Yeah, and he definitely had the leg on that one, but just pushed it a bit right this time. Kicking from the left hash might be to his advantage. We saw him make one about this length from this side of the field against Ripon Christian. So Benitez trying to get his season long.
Benitez, it's blocked on the front line. Bryson Benitez is down as the ball, it is dead as soon as it hits the ground in high school play. Benitez frustrated.
Yeah, and really trying to boot that one. It comes off his foot a little low, not the normal height we see from Benitez. Hilmar player able to get a hand up in there, and interestingly enough, I think they're going to mark it down where they recovered the ball, not where the ball landed on the turf.
Well, it's in worse position than what they would normally get it, which is interesting, but it'll be 1st and 10 Hilmar after the missed field goal attempt. Benitez missing 2 in this game after he was 3 of 3 on the season. Bailey will go for 1.
And Owen Herrera with a great play on that one, able to hang on for dear life on Bailey, and Bailey arguing with the refs about something. But Owen
I think he wanted a horse collar.
But it looked like he had him by the shoulder pads. And you're allowed to grab onto the top of the shoulders. It's just that one area in the back around the neck that is the illegal play.
Owen Herrera drags him down. 3rd and 5, Hilmar.
And back-to-back tackles from Herrera, and it looks like Bailey is down on the play. So we're going to take a quick break here on NorCal Sports TV.
Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
Caden Bailey, the injured Yellow Jacket, on that play. A huge loss for Hilmar. They need him for the rest of the season, so hopefully he'll be back to 100% come next week. But for now, might be out for the rest of the game, depending on what the trainers are able to do on the sidelines and what the medical staff says.
Yeah, he wasn't able to put any weight down on that right foot, so.
Ellard, pass reception, good at the 34-yard line. Jevin Rogers, Orlando Lopez in on the hit.
Yeah, Lopez kind of bringing the boom on that one, making them think twice about going to the pass, and that's John Labno one of the top receivers here for Hilmar. But without Bailey in the game, it's a gigantic loss here for Hilmar. Hopefully he's all right.
They do go to the run game with 27. Nathan Ayala goes for 1.
Yeah, not a player we've called very much here tonight, but kind of gets upended on that far side. Looked like that was number 12, Richie Hanley, the one that was able to get him to the turf.
Ellard looking at the sideline, sharing some words with his running back. He goes to the air. Go downfield. Orlando Lopez tips it out of the way. 3 interceptions last week. Hoping to get another one in the week after.
Yeah, and it looked like there was some holding on that line of scrimmage, and Lopez was going for the pick, and it looked like it just sailed on him a little bit. And it looks like Lopez is cramping up right now, and they're going to send in quarterback Bryce Leveros to play safety now.
Leveros has played defense in one game this season against Calaveras. We've seen that happen in years prior with both Braylon Leveros and Bryce Leveros, where they played dual. But with the teams that the most recent Sommerville Bears have played, they don't want to put Leveros out there and risk injury. Ellard decides to take it himself. Malachi Fromm is his last line of defense before the first down marker, and Ellard will get it on his feet.
Yeah, Ellard, good decision. Doesn't have anyone open downfield, tucks it and runs, and able to get the first down. Just under 10 minutes to go here in the game. Hilmar looking to get right back in this.
Ellard rolling with Bailey out. He's trying to go to the air. Past the line of scrimmage. Herrera will throw him down on the sideline. Keep the clock going.
And Herrera kind of attacking the football. Good job by Ellard to tuck that one and not let Herrera go for it. But this Sommerville defense still without arguably their best defensive player in Orlando Lopez.
Owen Herrera had the chance to lay the boom of a lifetime with him cutting back to the inside and not going out of bounds. Herrera, being the player that he is, didn't want to take the hit and make sure not to get a flag.
Another player that we haven't seen tonight, I don't believe at all in this game, is star linebacker Luke Larson. In uniform on the sideline, but not playing.
Closest target was Nunez, not even looking for a reception. Falls incomplete as Hanley was the closest man to the ball.
Bringing up third, and looks like 4, maybe a long 4 on this one. Force the Yellow Jackets, and Sommerville really needing to make a play here and make Hilmar make a decision on whether to go for it on 4th down.
Ellard looking back to the sideline for the play call. With time running out, it's 3rd and 4. Ellard rolling left. The right-handed quarterback will throw nearly an interception. Malachi Fromm bats it down to make it 4th and 4, and Hilmar with a decision to make. 9 minutes to go. Do you go for it, or do you hope to stop the Bears offense?
I think at this point, so far in the second half, outside of that opening drive, they've done a great job of shutting down the Sommerville offense. Looks like they are going to go for it on this one, and a huge 4th down on both sides. Definitely the most important play of the game up to this point.
Trips to the bottom of the screen, and Hilmar uses their second timeout before the play. 4th down in just a moment. This is Sommerville Bears football on NorCal Sports TV.
Caldwell Insurance, our local team, is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
When it comes to safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net. It's 4th and 4 for the Hilmar Yellow Jackets to stay alive in this game, where the Sommerville offense takes over. Ellard in the gun. 4 receivers, 2 to both sides. Rolling left. Roberson in the backfield has nowhere to run. Ellard is down for a loss, throws it at the end, but I believe he was out before the pass. It doesn't matter. First down, Sommerville.
Huge for this Sommerville defense. And with the way your running game has been going, got a huge opportunity to take off a lot of clock, walk away with points, and make this securely a 2-possession game. Had a couple of opportunities on field goal tries from Benitez, one of them wide right, one of them getting blocked, but already nearly in Benitez range. Probably need another 15 yards to feel comfortable attempting a kick.
Roberson put most of the pressure on that despite Rathmill getting the tackle. 5 yards, huge at this point in the game.
And another thing to note, Hilmar's already used 2 of their timeouts, using one before the 4th down play and used one earlier before a big Sommerville 3rd down. Down to 1 timeout. Sommerville is going to waste as much clock as humanly possible on this drive.
Second and 6. Leveros running it himself, followed Biggs and got caught on a wire. It'll only be 3.
3rd and very manageable here. Gotta assume this is going to be 4-down territory for Sommerville if they're able to get anything on this. Another 30 seconds going to come off the clock before Sommerville attempts a snap. But doing a good job so far, already a minute off the clock. Wasting time. And you're going to watch Leveros, I'm going to imagine, wait till we see. Scratch that, he's just going to go for it right away.
Still going. First down and plenty more.
And Bryce Leveros, the do-it-all man here tonight. Running hard. Picking up multiple first downs and has 2 touchdowns to his name as well.
Leveros the give to Biggs. The Sommerville offense wanting to put this away early.
And Isaac Biggs, despite not finding the end zone so far here tonight, having a phenomenal game in both the rushing department and blocking for Leveros on his runs. Biggs doing a great job here tonight, keeping the clock moving. Springing a couple blocks to get Leveros in the open to find the end zone. Having a phenomenal game here tonight.
Biggs besides Leveros, tight formation. Leveros follows behind. Slip and slides for 3, and it's back to a 3rd down play.
3rd and short. Got to assume we're going to go right back to Leveros on this one, trying to get at least a yard. Bring up 4th and very short. Sommerville wasting a lot of time, up 8 points. Trying to make it a 2-possession game.
Yeah, Fromm, Larson, and Benitez down on the Sommerville sideline practicing for extra points, field goals after the 2 failed attempts earlier today. First down, Sommerville. That'll stop the clock for just a moment while they set the chains back down.
And the two-headed monster of Levros and Biggs strikes again. Biggs leading the way on that one. Levros finds the first down yardage. Officially under 5.5 to go here in the ball game. Sommerville, a great drive so far, wasting a lot of time. And if you're over there on the Hilmar sideline, starting to get into nervous territory.
That's Cash. Escapes one, 20-10, he's got it! Colton Cash, Sommerville, touchdown!
And you're never going to complain about points, especially in this game, but Colton Cash gets to the outside. Might have scored a little quicker than they would have liked to, but getting that touchdown, go up 2 possessions. And Bryson Benitez goes on to try to tack on one more.
Beautifully ran play. Colton Cash has had some issues today, but he does it when it matters most. Extra point is good. 28-13. Hilmar gets the ball after this.
Hello, Bears fans. The Bears Quarterback Club is excited to help bring you Bears football live streamed into your home or your device. Enjoy all the Bears football action on this TV quality broadcast. This is our way of saying thank you to the Bears community for all the support through the years. On behalf of the Bears Quarterback Club, thank you for watching and supporting Bears football. Enjoy the game.
The Sonora Area Foundation remains focused on its mission of strengthening its communities. It does that through 3 functions: assisting donors, awarding grants, and leading the community. The vision of the Sonora Area Foundation is that it will be the benchmark for exemplary practices in the philanthropy field. You can go to sonoraarea.org to learn more. Sonora Area Foundation, for good, forever.
Hilmar eager to make the 5-minute turn and see if they can turn the score over and take down Sommerville, but the Bears, knowing their clock management, that's been the top part of this game. Nothing else would have won the game for Sommerville if they didn't have the clock management. Despite them scoring 4 touchdowns, the clock management is what kept the ball out of Hilmar's hands and has put him in this position. But now with 5 minutes, Hilmar, they've had explosive plays that put him in the end zone and got him close. But now is the time that they need faster than ever. But without star running back Caden Bailey, they're with low options. The arm of Ellard will have to do for them. Big hit inside the 20. Longer than they'd want. Hilmar has to travel.
Yeah, and not sure the number for Sommerville, the one that laid the hit, but you could hear it all the way up top.
Through the headset even.
Yeah, a good pop on that one, and Sommerville right now kind of still flying around even though we're starting to get late.
It's Owen Herrera.
And he has had a big night on the defensive end, playing that middle linebacker position with Larson out tonight.
Ellard back to the air. Left side flat. It's caught and good. Holding on that left side. No flags on it, but Hilmar will still gain some yards.
And I did get a little word on Larson. Looks like he's battling a hip injury from last week. Still able to do the holding duties on field goal and PAT as we've seen, but nothing so far on the defenses or offensive end. We know he had that concussion earlier in the year and now fighting through a hip injury, and that's a player that they're going to need back if they want to make a run in these playoffs.
Whitney the first on the scene, but then it results in Rathmill on the tackle. And Luke Larson, imagine if he was in this game, the difference that he'd make, just the presence that he has, 1 on the line, and 2, his ability to know the game and where players are going to go and watching the ball. That could have easily stopped some of those big plays from Hilmar and kept them from going 5 yards, maybe 3.5, 4 instead.
Yeah, and Rathmill, a player we usually see on the line stepping into that linebacker role, has been a great edge rusher for the past couple years here for Sommerville, but playing linebacker with Herrera tonight and doing a good job filling in for Larson. But like you mentioned, a tough player to replace his leadership, his intensity. Definitely a player Sommerville is missing tonight.
Sommerville knows that Ellard's looking to the air, so they've put 3 down on the line, trying to focus on the field instead, making sure that they're not going to get any big plays. They'll allow him to run just because that'll also run the clock. Ellard in trouble. He's going to get cut off past the line of scrimmage. Rathmill is there along with 3 others.
Yeah, and Ellard's so shifty on that one, able to make a man miss. Looked like that was young cornerback number 7, Malachi Fromm. Unable to get him down, but has some backup, was able to slow him down just enough for the party of Bears to get over there.
Time running out for Hilmar. Ellard running. Cuts back, and there's the boom from Evan Roberson. The heavy hitter makes him pay for coming back his way.
Yeah, another one of these starting sophomores for Sommerville coming from that far side defensive end position, able to track down Ellard and lay some wood on him and get him down.
17 tackles, 3 sacks, a forced fumble for Roberson, including the only blocked field goal and safety that the team has. Huge pass reception for Hilmar, and the hit from Orlando Lopez will keep Hilmar on the field a little bit longer, as a safety concern will lead us to a timeout break.
Our purpose is to provide you with the best quality drink available and the fastest service. Now with 10 little yellow drive-through coffee shops in the foothills of the Sierra Nevada. Voted best cup of coffee 16 years in a row. Check out our menu and locations at deoespresso.com.
Benton Roberson CPA's passion is helping people achieve business success and financial independence. While we certainly provide traditional accounting services such as tax preparation, payroll, and bookkeeping, we also offer a variety of advisory services to help with business planning, social security decisions, income and asset growth, tax efficiency, and much more. Benton Roberson CPAs is here to help our clients achieve their goals through a generational relationship and wealth building. We hope to see you soon.
2:46, Hilmar now without 2 of their star players, Caden Bailey and John Labno. Ellard has been resulting to the passing game, and he'll do it again. Looking for the end zone. Lopez is in front of him, pushed down to the ground, and incomplete. Lopez doesn't care about a flag or not, but it looks like Hilmar wants one, which is interesting to say.
Yeah, I'm kind of shocked there wasn't an offensive pass interference on that one. We'll see it on the replay real quick, but receiver number 8, Hunter Barnes, kind of pushes Lopez to the ground as he's trying to go up for it. You see it right there, that shove as Lopez is going to try to make a play on the football. But this late in the ball game, you're going to see some of these guys get away with a little more. Refs letting them play.
Ellard has a man right in the middle, goes to another man instead. That's Nunez. First down, Hilmar inside the 20.
Yeah, Nunez, the one that got that opening drive touchdown for Hilmar, along with the long Caden Bailey run. Only 2 touchdowns here for the Yellow Jackets, and it looks like we're going to get a timeout, Sommerville.
Leveros was running towards the sideline as they called the timeout, so maybe either Leveros saw something or they needed to take the break. But now it's 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line. Hilmar down by 2 possessions. 2 minutes, 18 seconds to go. If they score here, it'll undoubtedly be an onside kick, in which Sommerville, they're really good at giving the onside kicks, and they've recovered their own, but we haven't really seen it the other way.
Yeah, not many games with Sommerville have been very tight. Obviously, you had that Calaveras game earlier. There was a 1-point game, and the Ripon Christian game early in the season, game 1, was a 3-point game, but every other game has been pretty lopsided for Sommerville, so haven't seen many teams try that onside kick against them. So interested to see if Hilmar is able to get into the end zone. Can Sommerville make a play?
This is the perfect time to strike in the air for Hilmar. Gives them that buffer. But Ellard will use his legs instead. He might do it himself. And he does. Touchdown, Hilmar. I thought he was a little bit short on the run when he came down, though the official on the line gives it to him. Look at this closer. Looks like that elbow comes down just before, but too close to tell from our camera view. Of course, the stripes are right there on the goal line, so Hilmar will be within one possession if they're able to get this.
And something developing. There is a flag. Looks like it's going to be face mask against Summerville. Going to make this 2-point try halfway closer. And Hilmar, if they don't get this, just about ball game.
To keep their hopes alive, Ellard throwing, gets it out, incomplete. Hamilton forces the stop, and Summerville will have 2 minutes, 11 seconds. With an onside kick or not, it's a two-possession game.
Yeah, an unsung hero on that play. You mentioned Hamilton, the one in coverage, but Malachi Lopez, the sophomore, running back there, forcing the hurried throw, and a great job by Summerville on that one. A great scheme-up call to get the corner blitz from Lopez. Gets back there, forces the incompletion.
2 minutes, 11 seconds. Hilmar needs to get the ball twice in order to win this game, but most likely still go for the onside kick and just hope for the best. You're not going to get the most incredible field position, but if you can get one play to the end zone, that still gives you the rest of the clock from this point.
And if Summerville is able to recover this onside kick, they are a first down away from this being ball game. Hilmar only one timeout left. And don't be surprised to see Summerville call a quick timeout here. And it looks like they're kicking to the far side of the field.
That's what it looks like. But you never know how onside kicks will work, especially when you actually have one. NFL, you can't do this anymore. Here's the kick. It needs to go 10 yards. It doesn't, but it's picked up by Summerville. That's the right play. You can't get touched. The ball can't get touched unless it goes 10 yards by the kicking team. And Luke Larson in there makes one of the biggest plays of the game despite not being in there the entire time.
Yeah, Larson on the hands team. And despite nagging injury, not letting him play much tonight, gets in there for perhaps the biggest play of the ball game. Able to recover that one, and Summerville now firmly in the driver's seat of this one with 2 minutes and 9 seconds left on the clock.
Hilmar with only one timeout, can't stop the clock, and Summerville just needs to hold on. Biggs goes nowhere. Hilmar will maybe use their final timeout.
Looks like that's exactly what they're going to do. Their final timeout, 2 minutes, 3 seconds. Biggs not getting much yardage on that one. It's like they're going to call him down right at the line of scrimmage, but 2 minutes to go here in the game. Summerville just needs one first down, and this game is essentially on ice.
Now, looking back at this game before we even started, we both said Summerville was going to win, and we had much higher scores. Or yours was a little bit closer to what the actual score is than mine.
Typically is.
But looking at what this game came down to, was Summerville played just that much harder. They ran the correct plays, and Hilmar, I think they worried too early, and they were worried that they were down at the time that they were, because early in the third quarter, there's no need to rush anything. You want to trust your game plan. You make those mid-game adjustments, but you don't need to go into final 2 minutes mode when there's still 9 minutes left in the third quarter, and I believe that's what ended up hurting the Hilmar Yellow Jackets in the end. Even when they had a couple of injuries that kept them from moving forward in certain plays, you still have the options to do other plays on the ground.
Flag comes flying in. You can hear it from the stands. People are calling for a face mask, and it looks like that's going to get called. And if it is, that should be an automatic first down. And Sommerville should be able to kneel this one out. Looks like the refs are going to talk about it. But going back to your previous point, looks like it's going to go against the Bears.
Holding against Sommerville.
Interesting. And that's going to stop the clock. Oh, no. They're going to wind it. I believe typically that's a clock-killing penalty if it's against the offense, but yeah. Ref's trying to make up his mind here. A lot of confusion going on, Levi. But, yeah, trying to get back to your original point, like we were talking about, Sommerville did a great job really controlling the ball here tonight. Wasted a ton of clock. I'd be very curious to see what the time of possession is after this game. Stan's a little angry here. But Hilmar, long bus ride up here. Not exactly close to Tuolumne, probably, what, hour and a half long trip on the bus, add another 20 minutes.
Long bus ride here, longer ride back.
And Sommerville on the season, 5-0 at home, looking to make it 6-0. Their one blimp on the radar, a 1-point loss on the road against Calaveras.
Leveros bulldozing forward, still going. My goodness, the Bears for about a 10-yard gain.
And with 1:40, they'll be able to either punt this ball away with about a minute left in the ball game, or try to go for it and try to fully ice this game.
Send Vanitas out there.
It's a long field goal. That'd be 60-yarder from here. Be kicking it from the 50.
Probably be about a 60-yard, yeah.
I have a feeling they're going to run this down as much as humanly possible and call timeout. Yep, that's exactly what Coach Leveros does. Gives them a little bit of time to think about it. 1:04 left on the clock.
To safety, is having the best important to you? If you answered yes, look no further than Jay Bixler for your home inspections. Voted Best of 209 5 years straight. Whether it's residential or commercial, get in touch with your premier 209 area home inspectors. Sonora, Modesto, Manteca, Stockton, Turlock, and all the surrounding areas. JBixlerInspections.net. At Caldwell Insurance, our local team is dedicated to providing you with quality personal and commercial insurance programs. Whether it's for your home, autos, farm, or business, our professional team of agents can find the best protection at a competitive price. It's our family-owned and operated agency that will provide you and your loved ones protection under our roof. Give us a call at 209-532-5102 or visit our website at caldwell-insurance.com.
4th and 6 for Sommerville. Leveros going back to the punt position. Maybe allow a Hilmar something if they want it, but there's going to be no returner, so they're going to put all hands on deck, all 11. Say, no, there goes one now, but 10 guys will push the middle in hopes to block the punt, but 3 guys stand in the way of Leveros. Clean. It'll be about the 20, if I'm not mistaken.
And the referee dropped the flag.
Thinking it was a kickoff.
To me, that
maybe.
looked intentional that he dropped that, but obviously on a punt, more than legal to kick it out of bounds. Hilmar now 58 seconds, down by 9. Looking pretty bleak for the Yellow Jackets. Sommerville can still let them score, but then would have to recover the onside kick once again. But just looking to get a stop here and walk out of here with a big win against a tough TVL opponent.
Ellard Throws, interception! Malachi Lopez to seal the deal. Put the stamp on the game. Signed, sealed, delivered. Sommerville.
Great play by Lopez. There is a flag down, and Evan Roberson absolutely rocked the defender that was going to try to make a play on Lopez. Not sure if we're going to be able to see it. Little too late, but going to be a blindside block, and that defender is still down on the turf.
Two wins against TVL opponents in the year in two of the stronger TVL teams as well. Sonora Houston at the top. Hilmar at number 3, Ripon Christian at 4.
Where's Escalon at in those
They're
rankings?
second to last.
Second to
right
wow.
above Ripon.
Interesting. Both of those phenomenal programs.
They could miss the playoffs even. They're 2-5. They need 2 more wins on the season. But Hilmar at 3, at 2-2. They've only scored 97 points in league play, where that is the third least amount of points in the league behind Ripon and Orostemba. As Leveros takes his knee and the clock will run down. He might have to do it one more time. Ripon Christian at number 4 in the TVL, also at 2-2. They beat the teams right underneath the top. And for Sommerville, they're 3-1 in league. Calaveras Linden next week. And then Linden will come here to Tuolumne for what could be a league title match for a 3-way tie, or Linden could take it straight up. Danny, final words and player of the game for us.
Yeah, great win for Sommerville, and I think I kind of alluded to it a little bit earlier, but despite not finding the end zone, I'm going to go with Isaac Biggs in this one. Did the brunt of the work alongside Bryce Leveros. Can't give it to Leveros twice, at least not while other players haven't gotten it quite yet that are more than deserving. And Isaac Biggs didn't find the end zone, but had a ton of rushing yards and was a big catalyst on all 4 of those Sommerville touchdowns with his blocking. But final thoughts, great win for Sommerville, going and taking down a TVL opponent, and like you mentioned, one of the top TVL opponents. So Sommerville moving to 7-1, couple games here left in the season, and glad to be along for the ride.
Sommerville did what they needed to do. They didn't force anything, and that ultimately led to a victory. And as we continue on to the season, next week in Modesto against Big Valley Christian, and then in 2 weeks back here at home against Linden. For Danny Scott, Taylor Rector, Forrest Marion, I've been your producer and play-by-play analyst, Levi Flores. Sommerville Bears football concludes with a 28-19 score against the visiting Hilmar Yellow Jackets.